And this is a minimalist dungeon crawler that doesn't use any dice or cards. Instead, you're just going to be using the book and a pencil. And you're going to be exploring over 50 maps, fighting monsters and bosses, leveling up your character, and grabbing loot along the way. And the way that this game works is that you're going to be flipping through the pages of the book, and each pair of pages is either going to have a final boss or a map for you to explore. And each turn you're going to be able to move up to 4 spaces in a straight line, but if you do hit terrain, that does allow you to redirect your movement. But as part of your movement, you're going to be picking up any loot that you cross over, and each page is going to introduce its own puzzle and ideas, and it might incentivize you to do certain things in a particular order, because you do want to pass over keys before you pass over chests so that you're able to get the loot within. And of course, if you end your turn near a monster, you're going to have to fight that monster. And fighting monsters all work the same, but there is some variation between them, and they do all have their own individual special abilities that could get activated depending on how you perform. But the way that combat works in this game is that there's going to be a line above the monster that you're currently fighting, and there's going to be a little dot on that line, and that's where you're going to be putting your pencil to start the combat. Then you're going to look away from the page, lift up the pencil, and try to drop it in the center of the target below the enemy. Doing that successfully is going to allow you to deal the most damage, but if you go outside that center circle, you get a little bit more risky, because if you happen to hit these dark areas, that's going to trigger that enemy's special ability. The different maps can also have map-specific rules that make them play a little bit different from what you've experienced so far, and of course each of the bosses will also introduce their own mechanisms as well and behave a little bit differently from the other bosses and monsters that you've seen in the game. And just like in most adventures, there will be some occasional moments of respite as you are able to go into the training pages, as well as the different shops where you'll be able to spend your gold and buy some additional items that can help you in future pages. There's definitely some really cool ideas here, doing things that I haven't ever seen done before. And this is also something that's super portable, so if mobility is a selling feature for you, I think you'll definitely want to check this one out. Even if you want to play this one outside on a windy day, I don't think it'd be difficult at all. It doesn't have any cards that are going to blow around, and I think it'd be pretty easy to hold the pages down. So this is definitely one of the more travel-friendly games that I think you'll ever come by. And if you think this one's worth checking out, you can find links to the campaign in the description below.